The first topic of the day of in-flight management. The code is AAB315. First, let's have a look on the course objectives. The objective of this to make you study about this practical about this PPT is to give student a knowledge about cabin crew operation, how they do work, what's their jobs, responsibility, criteria, everything we'll be discussing in this topic. Let's start with the introduction part. This work is a study on a personal attribute required by a cabin crew to carry out their role and responsibility effectively. This gives us an idea about qualities of cabin crew for what an airline looking in a crew service and role. As we have read this line, what we are getting from that, see, if you talk about we have so many airlines in domestic meaning in India only. We have many airlines. They have their different brand name, they portray different style of services, fine. So according to that, they have their different kind of requirement. So we will be discussing about this topic only in that, as they have mentioned one word, requirement. Suppose I am giving an example. You have taken admission in this course, fine, but for before taking admission in this course, you have to have your 10+2 pass from any recognized university or board. Then only you are able to take admission in this course. Same if you talk about airlines, they do have that rules and regulation that is that has to be fulfilled. That's the norm of DGCA. So that have to follow by airline. No matter to portray themselves, they can choose any style, their uniform style. They can add on few more things, but the basic requirement will remain same. They will never compromise with the same, with the height, with the weight, because that is standard. Because if you talk about, if you read anywhere that airline is requiring to hire any female cabin crew with the height requirement is 5'2", and for boys is 5'7". There is some certain rules that's why they have given that particular date, age, weight means in BMI, because once you work inside the aircraft, the atmosphere changes, so it affects on your body. So it is very important to understand this thing. So let's come into the next part. Cabin crew, flight attendant or cabin crew, historically known as a steward or stewardess or air hostess, are a member of air crew employed by airline to ensure the safety but also the comfort of passenger on commercial flights or in few private jets, as I have mentioned over here. So the cabin crew responsibility is to look after for safety. They have to do the safe flight demonstration to make you understand in during emergency what you need to do. Apart from that, they will be looking another part which will be your passenger care, fine. They will look after you if you have any problem, you want to drink something, fine. So they will provide you drinks, they will look after for your entertainment system, they have in-flight system, they have magazines. If you need some another attention, some people are not feeling well, so they might able to provide you first aid. So they are trained on in that view by keeping that things in their view. Okay, next we will be having the first flight attendant. A steward was reportedly by a man in German Zeppelin. So the first person was, he was a male, he was not a female. So he was the first person who started his career as a cabin crew. The role of flight attendant is not restricted to customer service, although it is part of ensuring that passengers have a pleasant journey. Flight attendants are also trained to have a pivotal role of ensuring the safety and security regulation are followed, as well as being capable of administering first aid of all which are above customer service. It is not mentioned that they have to look for service only. In case there is a medical emergency, some another emergency, so they will look after that. They will give the priority to those things, fine. The primary and overriding responsibility of flight attendant is passenger safety. This is very sure. Fine. Airlines hire cabin crew not to serve people. People have a misconfusion about this thing, but let me tell you, it is absolutely wrong. They have to undergo a 3 week training. It's depend on a airline to airline. If you talk about international airline, it might be a 4 week training. If you talk about Singapore Airline, they have longest training session, which will be for 4 weeks. They'll train you for each and everything. So that if you see, they have the longest training record. Like they will train you for 1 week, for 4 weeks. Okay. After that, for planes with up to 19 passenger seats, no flight attendant is needed. Let me tell you guys, there is some certain rules. If that, as I've told you, in case there is a 19 passenger, you are not required a flight attendant, because that flight demonstration will be given by your pilot only while sitting their seat only, because the plane will be smaller. So of course, information about in case of emergency how to do the things, it will be done by the pilot. Fine. So I just want to add one more thing over here. There is one place which we call it that's they have a shortest flights. Fine. Shortest flights to adjoin the cities. So in that, only on that aircraft only 4 members are allowed, but on that flight, pilots are allowed. Pilot will be giving the demonstration, like while sitting in the front seat only, he will say this is a safety card, how you need to do, because that is the standard, that's norm, that's very important. In case of emergency, you will able to know how to evacuate yourself. After that, we have for larger planes, 1 flight attendant per 50 passenger seat is needed. In case there is a 50 passengers, so we'll be needing 1 flight attendant. Fine. Or maybe 2, it's all depends. And again, if you talk about Indigo Airlines, they have Airbus, so they have 4 cabin crew. Fine, for their different doors. And if you talk about Vistara Airlines, they have full service airline, so they have 4 cabin crew plus one senior cabin crew, means total will be 5. And same with the different airlines, they have different requirement of cabin crew, but that's norm. Whenever you board a flight, you have to have that particular flight attendant on board, then only you will be able to take off, otherwise they will cancel your flight. Next, the responsibility of cabin crew is safety, first aid and service. Safety, as I've told you, they are hired for safety purpose only. That's absolutely right. People have an image, air hostess they just do, or cabin crew they just serve passenger with drinks and all, but that's not correct. That's absolutely wrong thing. It's not right. So what the people have done, so the main responsibility is safety, second is your first aid, and of course third is service.